Are we live? It's not. Should be live. What's going on? Okay, here we are. So the title is a bit premature, but it's appropriate that this stream starts with the Mavericks on 113 points. They're up by 25 with less than 6 minutes to go. I mean, they shouldn't lose. But I want to talk about how the Mavericks advancing to the NBA Finals today connects with not only their last championship, which they won in 2011, led by Dirk Nowitzki, but I'll talk about some other connections as well. All right, let's start off here. I've talked about before how in the 2011 NBA Finals, the Mavericks' only time they won it on George H.W. Bush's birthday. You see there, June 12th. Here, George Herbert Walker Bush, born June 12th. And he died on November 30th. We'll talk about that in a bit. But anyways, born on June 12th. June 12th is the 163rd day of the year. 202 days remain until the end of the year. Mavericks is 38. 163 is the 38th prime number. So their only championship comes on the 163rd day of the year, which is the 38th prime. And then let's just put this in. George Bush equals 163. He's born on the 163rd day of the year. And if you're watching this video, you probably know that George Bush was a member of Skull and Bones, just like his son and just like his dad, Preston. Was it Preston Bush? I forget what his dad's name was. Prescott, not Preston. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, 163, and then where's Skull and Bones? Here we go. Skull and Bones, 202. See right there, 202. That's their only championship is on June 12th, 163rd day of the year, 202 days remain. And in that finals, I'll talk about Dirk for a second. So if we do 2011 minus 1978, that's 33, but they won it a week before he turned 33. So he was still 32. Why are we disconnecting? What's going on? Oh, now we're reconnected. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, Dirk Nowitzki. He wore. Well, can't even. If you know, he wore number 41. I don't know why it doesn't show here. Just search Dirk Nowitzki. 41. Okay. George H.W. Bush was president number 41. And he wins MVP, series MVP, just to show you series MVP, wins series MVP. Number 41 wins series MVP on number 41's birthday. And 41 is the 13th prime number. That was his 13th season, just to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 41's the 13th prime. Dallas, 41 and 13. Dallas, at the beginning of the video, I saw that the Mavs were on 113 points. Dallas equals 113. Also, George H.W. Bush died on 11/30. That's a lot like 113 because in numerology, the zeros don't mean anything. And also Dirk Nowitzki equals 169. 169 is 13 squared. And it was also the Mavericks' 31st season. Yeah, 2011 is the 31st season as a franchise. If you just write out Nowitzki, that's 127. 127 is the 31st prime, and we know how the Bush family is connected to 9/11, and There's a new Pearl Harbor, which happened on 12/7, and then buildings 1, 2, 7 came down, and that's a whole nother topic for another time. What else did I want to talk about here? Oh yeah, and Skull and Bones 41, President, they won it on number 41, wins it on President number 41's birthday. And also that was George Bush's, if we do 2011 minus 1924, that's 87. So that was his 87th birthday. The coach of the Mavericks at the time was Rick Carlisle. His name equals 87. Okay, anyways, back to... Well, actually, there is a couple more things I wanted to discuss, which... when the Mavericks beat the Heat in that 2011 finals, they became 6-6 in NBA Finals games. And Texas is 66. See right there. Also, there was another 66 in here. Now I can't find. Oh yeah, George H.W. Bush, 66. And I'll talk about Maverick Carter in a second. But also, they beat LeBron James. LeBron James, 66. The current governor of Texas is Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott was born on November 13th. November 13th is the, well, it's not telling me, but it's the 317th day of the year, which is the 66th prime number. And he's also 66 years old right now. Okay, now this guy, Maverick Carter, I'd never heard of him until recently. So I guess I don't know if he still is LeBron James's manager or if he was at one point, but anyways, he had this incident on November 30th. Well, actually, before I get into that, I wanted to continue with the 66 thing. So this was the last time the Mavs made the finals, 2011. That was 13 years ago. 13 is the 6th prime. This was Nowitzki's 13th season. We have 41's the 13th prime as well. 41, 13th prime. 13 to 6th prime. This is Luka's 6th season. Just to show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th season for Luka Doncic. So they make it back to the finals 13 years after they last did, and 13's the 6th prime. Dallas equals 13. They're 6-6 in NBA Finals games. What's the score now? Okay, 3:02 left. All right, very funny. Hold on. Give me a second here. Hey, can I call you back in like 5 minutes? All right. Okay, the Mavericks won 50 games in the regular season. That means if they win 4 games in the NBA Finals to win the NBA Finals, they'll come out with 66 wins. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but it is certainly interesting that the NBA Finals are scheduled to begin on 6/6. And this is Doncic's 6th season. They're 6-6 in NBA Finals games. And their last win was over LeBron James, who's equals 66, and LeBron James's manager equals 66. And this incident here was on November 30th. From then until today, when the Mavericks are going to go to the NBA Finals, is exactly 6 months later. 6 months. Here we go. Now I do want to talk about Luka a little bit more. He's here. Luka was born on February 28th. So it's a span of 93 days. And Luka Doncic equals 93. Also another 66 because Luka his name has like these weird accent things. I don't know exactly what they're called in those Eastern European languages, but if you don't include those, his last name equals 66. Anyways, 93 days, his first finals, he clinches his first final appearance 93 days after his birthday, or I should say a span of 93 days after his birthday. It's 13 weeks in 1 day, 131. It's 13 weeks in 1 day and 3 months and 2 days. 131 is the 32nd prime number, just to show you here. 131, 32nd prime. And in case you already missed it earlier, Lone Star 32. As I said, Dirk was 32 years old when the Mavericks won their only NBA title. Texas became independent from Mexico on 3/2. Dallas, I'll just show you. Dallas coordinates. 32nd parallel. Just want to make sure we're still alive here. And also shout out to Donovan, who also lives here in the Dallas area. He let me know that Kyrie Irving is 32 years old right now. And from his birthday until today is 68 days. Let me just show you. 68, and of course that's a big number with George Bush, because that's when this guy's son, George W. Bush, graduated from Yale. Terror is 68. Is there any other 68 here? No, there was not. I don't think there was. Well, it's a span of 69 days, and at halftime the score was 69-40. So yeah, they had 69 points at halftime. Span of 69 days after Kyrie's birthday, and they also 77 and 11. Those are big numbers on 9/11 as well. So this is still, even 13 years later, it's still connected to George H.W. Bush, especially since you had this incident occur on the 5-year anniversary of his death. 94 there was something with 94. I was already dead at 94. Yeah, terror. Let me just write out terror for you guys. Terror. Oh, I can't even spell correctly. Terror 94 and 68. Also 41. Dallas have they officially won yet? Okay, it's about to be over. I wonder if it'll finish with. Yep. The game is probably going to finish with 227 points. And yeah, Dallas is 49. 227 is the 49th prime number. Let's just see if the game finishes with that. Also, 30 seconds to go. That's hilarious because Dallas is 113, the 30th prime. I have Interstate 30 that goes right through the area here. They're about to win the series 4-1. Dallas 41. All right, so you have George H.W. Bush equals 66, Maverick Carter equals 66. Mavericks are 6-6 all time in NBA Finals games, and they're about to start the NBA Finals on 6/6, unless the start date gets moved up, which is possible. Yep, there we go. Game over. 227 points. 49th prime. Dallas equals 49. What was the 103 thing? There was the 103 thing. But I just want to see there was something about. Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Was there something with Kyrie Irving? Oh yeah, Kyrie Irving 69. Yeah, they had 69 points at halftime. A span of 69 days after his birthday. Yep, I'm sure that's by accident, not. I think his name is Kyrie Andrew. That was the 103 thing. 103, 27th prime. and it's 2 months and 7 days. All right, so he's 32 right now, wherever his Wikipedia page went. Yeah, he's 32 right now. 32, huge number with the Stars. They won in their 32nd season. They also won that is their sixth. Just to show you here, I talked about this in my last live stream. I should have clicked on here. Yeah, it was their sixth season, and then they defeated the Buffalo Sabres in 6 games to win the what's it called? To win the Stanley Cup. Go watch my last live stream where I talked about the Cowboys when their first Super Bowl was Super Bowl 6, and they were favored by 6 points. They ended up winning by 21 points, which is the 6th triangular number. And then just most recently, you had the Rangers at number 66 close it out. There's probably another 6th thing with the Rangers that I'm not thinking of right now, but you get the point. Oh, and also, yeah, I forgot to talk about this. George Bush in 38, because I talked about at the beginning how the Mavericks' only title was on the 163rd day of the year, which is the 38th prime. Earlier this year, you had a plane slide off the airport in Houston. It's the George Bush Intercontinental Airport on 3/8. And as I mentioned earlier, George Bush equals 163, the 38th prime. That's also, oops. And that's also because it's a leap year. That was the 68th day of the year. Yeah, and I said terror equals 68. Yeah. George H.W. Bush, head of CIA in 68. His son graduated from Yale. Blah, blah, blah. I had a big section on that in my Rangers mega documentary thing if you want to go watch that. Kyrie has a record of 61. Yeah, so that was 61 games. That was entering tonight. He had 61. Yeah, that's very possible. Actually, Boston Blues. There's 6 finals. Yeah, right. That's what was hold on. Why did it create a new tab? Hold on. What was the Celtics record in the regular season? They were 64-18. What's their record in the playoffs? They are 4-1, 8-2. So they're 12-2 right now in the playoffs. I mean, so if they lose, and if they lose, they'll have 6 losses in these playoffs. So it'd be like what, 12-6. If they lose in Game 7 and fall to 15-6 in these playoffs, that would be quite the mockery. When is Game 7, by the way? June 23rd. What day is that? It's the 100. June 23rd. 174. 191. Society of Jesus, 191. 43rd prime. Could end 4-3 on June 23rd. I think the Mavericks are 12-5 in the playoffs right now, I want to say. So that means if they won, it'd be 16-8. I don't know if there's anything about 16-8. So there's a well, if they won 4-2, Luka Doncic equals 39. 167 is the 39th prime. I mean, it is also possible that they could sweep and go 16-5. Like them in 2011 when they won it, they were 16-5 in the playoffs. I mean, that would be kind of hard to believe. I don't think they would. I don't think. Remember when they do script these games, they have to like make it look real. Like I don't think they're gonna have a team that's like 14 games worse than the other team sweep them. Like yeah, in the You know, like 2006 NBA standings. Because I remember in 2006, yeah, the Heat had 52 wins. The Mavs had 60. So that was only a difference of 8. Uh, in 2016, oops, wrong year. 2016, the Cavs had 57 and the Warriors had. So that was a difference of 16 then. Well, the Cavs did take them 7. So they're not. I don't think they would sweep them, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't really know enough about NBA. I know a lot about these 2011 NBA finals because I was like, oh, I had like just turned 14 and I was really on like the anti-LeBron train. And I also where's to talk about JJ Barea, that guy, he was sick, man. I really liked him because he was a short guy like me, and he could. Yeah, he's not even 6 foot. Yeah, he was pretty sick, man. And I just really liked the way he played. Um, and yeah, no, he was number 11. We're talking now. Kyrie's number 11. All right, I'll end it here. Uh, we're gonna have a college baseball live stream probably tomorrow because that starts pretty soon. That starts tomorrow, actually. Yeah, I'll be talking about the college baseball tournament. There's some interesting things going on there. Catch you later.